Like, I get more nervous at small audiences. Like the last time I had 12 people, and my lines were easier to remember too. Just not guilty. That's all I had to remember. Here is wearing overalls. Do you hunt? You do? You don't do any hunting with vice presidents, do you? Is that a hog hunting? I do girl hunting at the mall. You got a fishing hook attached to you. Man, that's crazy. Your boyfriend threw that thing in the water thinking he was going to get a fish. I mean, I'm not the sharpest hanger in the womb, you know, but... Did I say Peckerwood again? One time I did a sweet 16 party. You know what that is? It's where these rich 16-year-old girls have these great big huge parties, and it was great, man, because the entire Holiday Inn ballroom was filled with nothing but 16-year-old girls. I mean, which was cool for me because I like them a little older. You know what I mean? I mean, you know what they say, right? If there's grass on the field, that's right. Mow that shit and pretend you never saw it. Wait. I'm like the Siskel and pervert of porn. I watch it so much. My friends will come to me at the end of the week for reviews and stuff, man. And I'll watch any kind of porn too, man. Sometimes I'll even watch midget porn. But that's only when I want to masturbate a little bit. Wouldn't that be fucked up if you actually did get a designated driver and on your way home it was your drunk ass that noticed the minivan and even pointed out the baby on board sticker before he totaled that bitch? That's why you gotta be selective with your choice of driver. Just because your ass is sober don't mean you could drive. You gotta make sure you choose a DD that doesn't have ADD, you know what I mean? Man, this girl can make more kids disappear than Ronald McDonald driving a rusty van. I was in love, right? Don't you wish your girlfriend had her own car like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend had no kids like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend dropped charges like me? I was at a Chinese restaurant, right? And I was just drinking tea. I wasn't eating, I was just drinking tea. I wanted to sweeten it, so I asked the guy for sugar. I said, you got any sugar? He said, no, we are all out of sugar. You want the egg roll? No, thank you. I'll just take tea and sugar, please. I told you we are all out of sugar. You want the egg roll? No, I'll just take my tea straight then. Thanks. Are you sure you don't want the egg roll? He said, just a good sugar. It's like, no, man, I'm not hungry. I don't want an egg roll. He said, no, not an egg roll, egg roll. And he held up a little blue package. I'm like, oh, equal. Yeah, egg roll. Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Hello? Oh, good. Ladies and lawyers, we are always working for you. I'm one of those guys that like to make it look like I have more money than I actually do. What do you call it? Ghetto fabulous? Or in my case, trailer fabulous. And the key to being trailer fabulous is you have to have all generic shit, man. Just all generic. For instance, I'll bring a girl over to the house, you know, start her out with a few drinks, like a Jack and Sam's Club Cola, or a Shasta 7, or a vodka red Kool-Aid. You know, play some music. You know, I keep all my music on my generic iPod. It's the one where they drop the D at the end. It's called the iPod. Is that an iPod? Hell no, iPod. And if you want, this Christmas you could be just like me because they're coming out with the second version. It's called the iPod 2. I was so poor as a kid, I used to receive Christian Children's Fund money from a nice family in Ethiopia. I'm serious, man. Me and my friends be out in the trailer park playing every now and again. A Zimbabwean helicopter would swoop by and drop medical supplies. And we would eat the shit out of that A&D ointment, too. To us, A&D meant antibacterial and delicious. We were broke, man. I was the only kid I knew that had a house that needed an annual cinder block rotation. And in our house at one time, we actually had 2 TVs. That was a great time for us. They were stacked on top of each other though. One was for the picture, and one was for the sound. Go to the bread aisle or the grocery outlet, you'll find like packages full of nothing but slices from the end of the loaf. At like Safeway and normal grocery stores, they have this gourmet bread for kids that doesn't have any crust on it. People wonder where the crust goes. Grocery outlet, bag of crust, 32 cents. And that shit is great in powdered milk too. You go to the produce aisle, you'll find shit like lowercase T-bone steaks. For the kids, you can pick up some fish twigs. You want some cereal? You can come home with downgraded ass cereal. You can come home with Lieutenant Crunch. Or Copper Grams. Think about grocery outlet, they always have all these weird foreign products that sprinkle in from other countries. Like one time my mom brought home some Mexican alphabets. It was crazy, all the N's had little swervy lines over them. All the R's came in threes. All the marshmallows look like jalapenos. The thing that sucks about being a poor kid in school, you can only hang out with other poor kids. And in all the schools I ever went to, you had poor white kids, poor Mexican kids, and poor black kids. I didn't hang out with the other poor white kids. I mean, I felt a little different. All the other poor white kids, they were like real disgusting and gross and dirty. They looked like that Pikey scene from Snatch. You ever seen that? Yeah, and I was the only white kid I knew that didn't have a speech impediment. They get made fun of all the time. They get mad too. I told you I'm not a retard. I just have 12 of my R's and L's. I told you it's not special ed. It's government-funded speech therapy. Well, I only ride the short bus because there's not a lot of kids in my district. I didn't want to hang out with the Mexican kids. I'm not racist at all. I just didn't like how they ran things, okay? Oh, sure, white boy, you can hang out with us. All you have to do is either like the Cowboys or the Raiders. You have to stick back all your hair, unbutton all your buttons except for your top one, pull your pants up to your nipples, but first, you have to let all of us kick your ass, pendejo. And I didn't want to like the Cowboys or the Raiders, so I hung out with a lot of black kids growing up. I did. Because at least with black kids, being poor is like a trend. Any school I went to, if you were black and your parents made money, you came to school and you lied. Hey, Tyrone, what does your dad do for a living? He a doctor. Oh, Pops. Shoot, I didn't even know who Pops is. And there are a lot of differences between black families and white families with a lot of money. At least black families, poor families, they at least spring for name brand stuff. Like, my friends, their parents would smoke Newport cigarettes. That's a name brand. My parents smoked GPCs. Genuinely poor cigarettes. I'd be excited to go to my black friend's house. At least their parents could spring for real Kool-Aid. They had all the cool flavors. They had the Mountain Berry Blast, the Pink Lemonade, the Very Berry Strawberry. You know what poor white kids get? Flavor-Aid. And that stuff only came in 3 flavors, cherry, grape, and lemon. Notice I didn't say lemonade, just lemon. Not like it mattered much, it was all equally disgusting and tasted like crushed ass printing water. Hey, this is a scientific fact. If you take Flavor-Aid and you put it together with flat alcohol, you will get Mad Dog 2020. Do it. Take the Flavor-Aid, take the alcohol, put it together, make the Mad Dog. I guarantee you drink enough of it, the Flavor-Aid version of the Kool-Aid Man will bust through your trailer wall. And he'll be like, oh, snap, where the hell am I? And all the poor white kids with speech impediments will be like, it's Flavor-Aid Man! And Flavor-Aid Man won't be a giant red pitcher of Kool-Aid either. He'll be a reused milk jug. Filled up with lemon. And some Smirnoff. And he won't be a good influence on your kids either. He'll be like, hey, kids. Hey, listen, the cops are coming. If they ask if you had a birthday party yesterday from 3 to 7. And your badass kids are going to help them out too. They'll never believe that Flavor-Aid, man. Everybody knows kids with enough birthday parties don't drink Flavor-Aid. Crap, you're right. Hide me in the refrigerator. We don't have a refrigerator. You have to wait till nighttime and sit outside. I see you guys are taking advantage of the $4 blue Hawaiians. I haven't seen this many blue Hawaiians since I
ate those mushrooms in Maui.